We will get into some amazing time of testimonies. We have some powerful testimonies shared this week. Okay, this one is from Melissa. She's one of our international lifers, and she wants to testify that at the beginning of 2022, how many of us wrote that list to God about the desires of our heart, right? So we had to write this list to God, and we had to sign it off saying, "It is done, love God," okay? Believing that that all of this that's on the list is going to come to pass. Two of the things that Melissa put down were beaches and to meet the pastors. And guess what? Last week, she got to meet Pastor John and Pastor Kelcey in Goa, where one of the best beaches are there in India. So we want to just glorify God for just, He meets every desire of our heart. Okay, even the smallest things, like it's just a beach, but she knew that God would meet that desire and she put it down. So I just want to encourage all of you all to not give up on anything that you all have asked for. It is going to come through. Okay? And then a few weeks ago, she met a girl that was preparing to go on a holiday trip. So this is another testimony of hers. And this girl, in conversation, she told Melissa that whenever she goes on vacation, she is prone to injury or she meets with some kind of accident. And Melissa immediately, how for us lifers, these things don't sit right with us. We believe in life, we believe in protection. So Melissa immediately canceled that and said, you know what, from now on, while you go on this holiday and for the future holidays, you're not going to have any accidents or any kind of injury. So this girl goes on a holiday, she comes back and she testifies that this holiday she did not have any accident. How cool is that, man? That's so cool. But she also says that she in fact witnessed someone else fall and hurt her head, and she remembered the words that Melissa told her, and she's grateful that Melissa canceled that thing over her life. So we're so grateful that God uses us in whatever way He can for the people that are around us. So if you feel like, I'm in this job that I don't like, or I'm in a school where I don't have the best of friends, God has strategically placed you there for a reason. It is for this. It is for you to encounter people that don't know that protection is their portion, that good health is their portion. It is for us to speak life that we receive from church into their lives. And the last one from Melissa. So she has her team lead at work, who is in Germany, is looking for a house, was looking for a house. And 2 months ago, he wanted to basically get a bigger house because his family was growing, but he had a certain budget that he wanted to meet and a certain locality that he wanted to get this house. So he called up, he went looking for the house. Oh, sorry, I forgot the most important part. Melissa prayed for him and said that he would find favor while he's looking for this house. And he found something that he liked. He went and he saw the apartment, or the house, I'm not really sure. But he saw the house and he liked it, but the agent told him that it was already taken, so it was signed up for. So he said okay, and he moved on. A few weeks later, the owner of that house calls him and says, you know what, I want you to have that house. So it was made available for him. And even in Germany, before you hand out the house that you're living in, you need to paint it and hand it over. But he received favor even in that area. He didn't have to paint his house and he just had to move. So he had a hassle-free move to his new house. We glorify God for all His goodness. And Melissa wants to testify that she's grateful that God used her as a vessel to speak into all of these people's lives. So that's so good, so grateful. This one is from Sergi. This one's from Kezia. Kezia, where are you? Yeah, she's sending in this testimony on behalf of her full family. So they had a car that was giving them problems, and it was right soon after that warranty on the car got over. So they knew that they wouldn't get it repaired for free, but they were struggling a lot with this car because it was stopping in the middle of nowhere, and you know how how dangerous that can be. It can also cause delays. So they were not enjoying this, obviously. So they started praying about finding a car that could meet the budget that they have and meet all of their requirements. And guess what? They found a car that was above and beyond what they were hoping for. And we bless that car. We know that it is going to have lifelong warranty, lifelong protection over that car. And everyone that sits in that car is going to experience Jesus. So we declare that. This one is from another person from Surge, Vanessa. She is also part of our international life community. So she's in university right now, and she has been hanging out with her friends and traveling every day. And while doing that, she's been spending money. And so she thought maybe she should look for another internship. She was interning before. But the thing is, she stopped because she couldn't manage between work and studies. So she was a bit confused about whether she should get the job or not. But just the next day, while she had this thought, the next day, the previous internship that she was working at called her and asked if she doesn't mind spending a few hours in a month with them to intern, and they would pay her for it. So she also gets to concentrate on her studies as well as get the money that she wants to use for fellowshipping. And we know how God loves when you fellowship with people. So he blessed her with that, and we're so grateful about that. And this is the last testimony. This one is from Theophi. Now the Surgery guys, I'm talking about the power that these guys have. Oh my God. You have any prayer request, anything that you want in your lives, head out, meet one of our surgeries, tell them to declare, it will be done. So Theophi is testifying that Jonas and she went for a drive in the middle of the night, and they were on a highway, and they were going at about, I don't know if I should say this because Dad's here, but okay, they were going at about 120 speed. And then Jonas felt like her car was shaking, and she knew that it was something to do with the tires, and she freaked out because, again, we know in Dubai, anything happening like that on a highway can be very dangerous. So, but Jonas loves to call out to her angels, and so in that moment, she just decided she said, I release my angel, that's all. And the car went into complete alignment. She could feel the wobble stop. Everything was aligned. She was like, in her words, I love the way she's put it. She was like, even before I could release my angels, God was like, you know what? I'm going to take care of this. And he did it for her, which was so cool. And they thank God for his protection. And they just love that every time they have a need and they pray and they release their angels, it is done. So we just want to glorify God for all of these amazing testimonies, guys.